Hey WWE Universe, so it is time for my Raw review. And first, Raw started off with The Rock, of course, because he still can't be there in person, but he can totally talk trash behind a camera. Go figure. So he had this adorable, oh my god, I want to steal him, little boy that dressed up like John Cena. He was so adorable. Like, hold on. Sorry. Um, he was just so cute. Like, oh, he was just adorable. I wanted to kind of steal him, but anyway, um, The Rock just, I don't know. This is getting absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. I'm really not liking this anymore. How he's saying John Cena has no talent, and all his movies suck, and he'll never be better than The Rock, and he mentioned a lot of times that John Cena doesn't have talent, and that really pissed me off because honestly, what the heck has The Rock done in the past 7 years besides make movies? And lately, he's been making a lot of crappy ones, so he has no reason to talk. I mean, honestly, he needs to shut his mouth. He needs to either get his candy ass in the ring and do something, or he needs to know his role and shut his mouth. Because I'm really, honestly getting sick of this. It's just ridiculous. It's like, get in the ring and do something about it, you bum. It's, ugh. I'm just so ready for something to happen. Like, I don't want The Rock to cause any problems with John Cena's WrestleMania match because it needs to be a Miz Cena one-on-one, nothing else match. The Rock doesn't need to come and interfere in that. So if he does, I will hate him even more and I will just explode. So that was how we started off Raw, and that really, I was like, are we really going to start my wonderful Monday off like that? Really? So then he also addressed The Miz, and that really, I didn't really honestly care about that too much because The Miz is just going to keep running his mouth no matter what, so that kind of didn't make a difference if The Rock said anything or not. Um, so yeah, that was pretty interesting. And next we have The Miz coming out to talk about, obviously, how he's better and more awesome than everybody else on the Raw roster, and The Rock, he just thinks he's better than everybody else. So then the general manager said we're gonna have two matches tonight. One is going to be John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio, and the next is going to be The Miz versus The Great Khali, which would start when we got back from commercial. So we had The Great Khali, which I was like, couldn't it have been Evan? Like, where is Evan Bourne? He came back 2 weeks ago and he hasn't done anything since, and that really makes me mad because Evan is so talented. And where is Ted DiBiase? Where is Ted? Come back, Ted. We miss you. Okay, so back to this match. The Great Khali came out with his translator, and then The Miz was already in the ring, and it really wasn't that great of a match. Alex Riley came out and tried to beat up the Great Khali. I was like, oh! I was like, oh my god, Alex, Alex, Alex! I was so excited. You guys have no idea. I kind of freaked a little bit. A lot. I'm not gonna lie. So I was a happy camper. And so then The Miz grabbed a chair and just started beating the crud out of the Great Khali, which caused him to get a disqualification, which is why the Great Khali won. But I was like, I like chairs. Chairs make me happy. I like the violence. Kind of made me a little excited, which I know is kind of sick, but I do like the violence with the chairs and ladders and tables and sticks and sledgehammers and tacks and whatever else you want to throw in there. That makes me pretty happy. So next we have Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan for the United States Championship, and if Sheamus loses, then he is quitting from the WWE. And I was really nervous because Sheamus had been on such a bad losing streak. I didn't know maybe if they were going to have him fired, not really fired, but like pretend he's fired and send him back to FCW to train a little bit more. So I was really nervous because I didn't want that to happen, but I kind of, I didn't want Daniel to lose because I really love Daniel Bryan. But Sheamus is the new United States champion so congratulations to Sheamus. Um, I honestly freaked out. I just went ballistic. I was like, Daddy, Sheamus is the new champion, and he like didn't care at all. But I was so happy, and I just freaked out. And so I'm really, really, really hoping that Daniel will revoke his rematch clause against Sheamus at WrestleMania. That would really make me happy. So we're gonna see how that goes. But congratulations to Sheamus, and I'm very happy he has that title. Next we have Michael Cole bringing out somebody from Jerry the King Lawler's past, and it is none other than Grandmaster Sexay, which is Jerry Lawler's son. And I think they're going a little too far with this, to be honest. Like, even though this is a storyline, and I'm sure they love each other. Like, Lawler and his son, I'm sure they're fine, But just to make this so much drama, bringing in family and mentioning this and that, it's just kind of getting a little ridiculous. And I didn't really care for it. And then how he started slapping Lawler in the face, I really didn't care for that too much. And so then good old JR came out. Oh, I was so excited. I've missed JR so much. That brightened my day. Sorry, my hair is driving me nuts. I'm sorry, I keep touching it. So Jerry Lawler, good old JR, came out and was like, haven't you done enough, or Michael Cole, same thing, Michael Cole, and just wanted everything to end. But then Jack Swagger comes out and attacks Jerry Lawler, and then he comes and attacks JR and puts the ankle lock on JR, and then also puts the ankle lock on Jerry, and then Michael Cole puts the ankle lock on good old JR, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? It's crazy, everybody's everywhere, and holy crap. Totally crazy. I really enjoyed it. Kind of like, it was weird because I don't like, because JR has that, I believe it's Bell's palsy. I don't know, I just don't want to see anything happen to him because I'm like, oh my god, could something happen? It just kind of freaks me out a little bit. But it was different, so I'd like to see how this is going to play up the next couple weeks leading to WrestleMania. Like, are they just going to bring a crap load of people in? I don't know. And before I forget, Michael Cole in his little coal miner box. Heaven, I want one, somebody buy me one, and somebody buy me the little TV with Michael Cole's face on it. I'd be in heaven. I loved it. So next, we have Drew Carey, who is announced to be inducted into the Hall of Fame 2011, which, this is annoying. I understand he was in the WWE before, but, why is he getting inducted? He hasn't been there for, God knows how long. He hasn't had anything to do with the WWE in, 300 years. I'm exaggerating. But he just hasn't had anything to do with the WWE for such a long time, and I'm like, why is he getting inducted? Weird. But I guess, every year they kind of have to induct their celebrity person, I guess. But I don't know. It's weird. I don't really care for him going into the Hall of Fame. But what can you do? Next we have Vickie Guerrero versus Trish Stratus. If Vickie wins, she gets a contract on Raw. So, that was pretty interesting. Snooki came out with Trish Stratus. And earlier in the night, Vickie and Snooki had some words, and then Snooki smacked Vickie in the face, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? So then Snooki came out with Trish Stratus and sat ringside, and I didn't really care about that because Snooki's just, I don't know, I don't think she should be in WWE. I understand she was a guest host, but she shouldn't, that's all she should be. She should, introduce the match, and you're done, go home, go get a tan or something. But, so, it was I don't even know what to call this match, to be honest. It was just embarrassing, I guess, because Vickie was just acting like a total moron, taking off her shoe and throwing it, and then Trish Stratus smacking her on the butt with a shoe. Is this what we're going to consider a wrestling match? Really? So then LayCool comes out, and this is a no disqualification match, in case you guys didn't know. So LayCool comes out and helps Vicky Guerrero pick up the win, so now she has a contract on Raw, so that should be interesting. And then she goes over, Laycool goes over to Snooki, and then Snooki gets in the ring, and all this crap breaks out, and then Ziggler gets in the ring, and Jomo gets in the ring, and just all this stuff happens. And so then, while Laycool, Ziggler, and Vicky Guerrero are all heading up the ramp, Vicky challenges Snooki, Trish Stratus, and John Morrison to a match at WrestleMania. And I'm like, don't include Snooki in WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? Ugh. So Snooki accepted, and yippee-doo, we're going to have Snooki at WrestleMania. Yippee! I mean, what? Is Justin Bieber still going to sing the national anthem? Yippee! I don't know, this is just kind of weird. So, that should definitely be interesting. I wonder what Snooki's going to wear, because she pretty much looked like a hooker last night. No offense to anybody that likes Snooki, but that outfit was just ew. Like, she doesn't need to be wearing that crap. But anyway. Yeah, Randy Orton had a match. Why on earth did I not write that down? Is something wrong with me? I'm so sorry. Randy Orton... I don't know why I didn't write this in my book. Like, I must have skipped it when I read over WWE.com to make sure I had everything. I guess I skipped it. Randy Orton had a match with Mason Ryan, and they showed Randy Orton's family, but that wasn't really Randy Orton's family. His wife and daughter were in the audience. If you saw at the barricade when Randy Orton was walking towards the back, his daughter had the blonde hair, and I'm pretty sure she had like a pink bow in her hair. That was really Alana. Alana does not have dark hair. Sam's the one with dark hair. So the first people they showed were not Randy's family, but if you look through a couple pictures, I believe it's when Michael Cole and JR are talking to each other, you can see Alana and Sam in between them. So they were there, but the people they originally showed was not Randy Orton's family. Like, Alana has blonde hair and she's adorable. That little girl was adorable, but that wasn't Sam and Alana, so yeah. Just to get that straight. But anyway, Mason Ryan, I'm disappointed in him. Like, honestly, I mean, I understand Randy Orton is experienced, and, you know, he's been in the WWE for a long time. He's been in WWE. This is in his blood, you know. But Mason Ryan's just really, really disappointed me with his performance, and, you know, I don't know, it's kind of sad. So, Randy Orton picked up the win, of course. And so now CM Punk has absolutely nobody in his corner for WrestleMania. And to make sure that he does not have anybody in his corner, Randy Orton punted Mason Ryan in the head. Yay! So I was pretty happy about that. That made me just a happy camper. I like seeing Randy Orton punt people in the skull. And I was glad he won in his hometown. You know, I didn't want something to happen and, you know, make him look like a loser or anything. So, you know, I just didn't want that to happen. So I was pretty happy about that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't write that down, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. He had a great match, and I'm really happy. So finally, last but not least, we have John Cena defeating Alberto Del Rio by disqualification because Brodus Clay came out with Alberto Del Rio. And when John Cena was getting ready to do the attitude adjustment, Brodus attacked Cena, and then Alberto and Brodus were like back and forth attacking Cena. And then The Rock comes out, and you see, it's not The Rock, it's The Miz. But good God, The Miz looks good with whatever he does. He even looks amazing bald. Like, I was like, Miz, you're so bad, but you're so good looking. Like, you know, you can't deny that The Miz is a good-looking guy. And he looked pretty good as The Rock. So then he came and attacked Cena. And honestly, this was really, really hard to watch. I know, you know, this is stupid, probably stupid to people. But to see John Cena just get repeatedly hurt and, you know, thrown into that WWE big, huge logo they have in the front, just getting his head smashed. And, you know, it really, really upset me. Like, I hope, because this happened last week, and, you know, it happened this week, and I hope the next weeks leading up to Mania just doesn't consist of John Cena getting attacked by The Miz. But then, you know, I see it as, if this keeps happening, The Miz attacking Cena from behind, then, you know, Cena's going to ultimately destroy Miz at Mania for everything that's happened. He's going to be the new champion. You know, maybe it's going to work out like that, but I just can't stand seeing John Cena repeatedly attacked week by week. It just really upsets me. I really don't like it. So, I got a little teary-eyed, I'm not going to lie. I was like, stop it, okay, I'm done, stop replaying it, just stop. So, yeah, that was Raw. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was really, really good. I hope it gets better leading up to Mania. They're doing a good job. So I really enjoyed it. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, tomorrow I will have my NXT review up. Friday I will have my Superstars review up. Saturday I will have my SmackDown review up, and then I'll do that every week, and then I'll have a WrestleMania prediction video, and then I'll have, you know, the WrestleMania results video for you like I do with every pay-per-view. So I hope you guys enjoy all my new videos, and this video is disgustingly long. I'm really, 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 really sorry. Thank you if you continue to watch this. Follow me on Twitter, you need me, message me, comment below, tweet me, whatever. So I hope you have a great day, enjoy NXT, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.